We had a lot going on in the NBA tonight. On a Thursday night, we had Steph and LeBron putting on vintage masterclass performances. We had 6 games to go through, but the story of the night, Jimmy Butler. We start tonight in Miami, Pacers and Heat. Jimmy Butler trade stuff looming in the background, but the Heat won yesterday, looking to make it 2 in a row against Indiana. Halliburton starts it with a 3 on the other end. Jimmy rejected. Indiana off to a great start in this first quarter, led by their young star Tyrese Halliburton. Late in the first quarter, Indiana up big. The vibes with this Miami team just going from bad to worse. Halliburton again. Second quarter, Pacers up by 15. Pacers out and running. Halliburton easy pass to Siakam. Third quarter, remember when he was struggling on the road earlier this season? Halliburton with his 10th assist of the night. Now he isolates Nikola Jovic, getting to his mid-range and the foul. Now he gets the matchup he wants on Jimmy. He gets the screen, and he was flat out destroying them. Indiana up by 25 late in the third. One more for good measure and good night. Indiana destroys Miami tonight by 15. Halliburton with 33 and 15 assists, but the key here is the 0 turnovers to go along with it. I do want to say, for all the doom and gloom surrounding Miami right now, Khalil Ware with a great night tonight for the rookie, 25 points. But the real story is what happened after the game.
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to go back. I'm happy here, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop. And I want to help the team win. Right now, I'm not doing that.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
You heard what the man said, and after the game, Shams Charania with the confirmation. There it is. Jimmy Butler has indicated to the Miami Heat that he wants the team to trade him, and the key here, he's open to playing anywhere other than Miami. No list of preferred destinations, just anywhere other than Miami. Jimmy did say he's still going to participate in all team activities while he's a member of the Heat, but his days in Miami do sound numbered. And listen, if this is it for Jimmy in Miami, let's not forget, he is a Miami Heat legend and icon. The franchise was in a really dark place in 2019 when Jimmy got there. He took them to 2 NBA Finals. Think of how many greats have been to no NBA Finals. This man is a legend, and he should have his number in the rafters. No doubt about it for me in Miami. Now on to what was arguably the game of the night, Celtics and Wolves from Minnesota. The Celtics shorthanded. Celtics without Kristaps Porzingis and Jaylen Brown in this one, and early on, Julius Randle putting them in an early hole. Amazing test for Minnesota at home, a chance for them to get a big win against a great team. Minnesota had an early lead, but in this second quarter, here come the champs. Here comes Sam Hauser. Hauser getting the start tonight and making the most of it. All tied up now midway through the second. We know what the deal is with this Celtics team. Even shorthanded, they are incredibly tough to deal with. Now they're up by 5. 3:40 to go in the first half. Jason freaking Tatum. Celtics lead up to 11 at the end of this first half and closing it with a flurry. Holiday to Keita. Midway through the third quarter, Celtics lead down to 5 more from Sam Hauser. That's what the great teams do. It's called next man up mentality, and the Celtics embody it, and now they go to their MVP. Tatum with a sledgehammer. Now Tatum, takeover mode. Step back, going left. Fourth quarter, though, Minnesota not going away. Down by 7 with 10 minutes to go. Dante DiVincenzo. 3-point ball game now, and he has really found his swag in Minnesota. Randle right back to the big ragu to tie it. Celtics up by 4 now, and it's closing time, and it's Tatum time. Celtics up by 5, 4.5 minutes to go. Tatum on the island with McDaniels, going to work face up and hit. Celtics up by 5, 2 minutes to go, and Derek White with the shot of the night off the bank. 3 seconds to go. Minnesota with a late chance to tie it with a 3. They go to Edwards. He's going away from the basket. Tough shot. He almost hit it. Celtics with a big win. Speaking of Edwards, check this out. Jason Tatum asked Joe Mazzulla before the game to be assigned to guard Anthony Edwards, and tonight Ant, 5 of 16 from the field, really struggled. And on the flip side of things, Jason Tatum with another MVP-like performance. What's impressed me the most about him this season is the assists. Tonight, 9 assists to go along with 8 rebounds in the Celtics' 3-point victory. Staying in the East tonight, Nets and Bucks for Milwaukee. The Nets played last night in Toronto. Now they got to deal with this locomotive going coast to coast. Giannis off to a scorching start in this first quarter. Giannis hitting the turnaround jumper there, but the Nets hanging tough in this first quarter. Nice move by Cam Thomas. Second quarter now, Nets up by 8. They've been pesky all season long. Cam Johnson step back. Nets up by 10 with 5 minutes to go in the first half, and there is Brooklyn D'Lo getting to his spot. Here goes D'Lo again a minute later, playmaking to Keon Johnson, who's been really nice for them. Milwaukee down by 14 early stages of the third, and more sloppiness. D'Lo to Claxton. I mean, who saw this coming tonight? Nets up by 19 on the road. D'Lo to Jalen Wilson. They just never stop firing from 3. Cam Johnson now putting them up 22. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Keon Johnson puts them up by 17. It feels like game over. But kudos to Milwaukee, though, because they would keep fighting. Pat Connaughton the dunk. It's an 8-point game. Now it's a 6-point game. 2 minutes to go. Giannis the defense. Cam Thomas for 3, no good. And on the other end, Bucks looking for an answer, looking to cut it to 3, and it's Dame time. The Bucks were down by 21 at one point in the fourth. Now it's a 3-point game, and Dame's got it down to 1. Bucks down by 1, 13 seconds to go. I think everybody thought this was going in, but Giannis the miss. And the Nets would make 2 free throws, and they would escape. That was some sort of win for the Nets, and how about D'Lo once again playmaking? 12 dimes today to go along with 11 points. Can't forget about the Cams. Cam Johnson, another amazing game with 26 points. He did leave the arena on crutches, though, and Cam Thomas with 24 points. Lakers and Blazers tonight from LA. Made a full recap of this game on my page. The story, LeBron once again, 38 points. Again, full recap is on my page if you want to check it out. But how about Max Christie, my player of the night, career high 28 points. Same thing with the Warriors and the Sixers tonight. What a performance from the OG Stephen Curry. He didn't miss a 3. Full recap of that game is also on my page if you want to check it out. How about this stat? This is from NBA history. Steph Curry becomes the first player in a game to shoot 8 for 8 from 3 and record 10 assists. Last but not least, Clippers and Thunder tonight. Thunder coming in winners of 12 in a row. The Clippers coming in without James Harden. All tied up late in the first. SGA playmaking to Jay Will. As a lot of teams have already learned this season, underestimating these Clippers is a mistake. There's the Folger Soldier again. Mere Coffee with a few early threes. Now it's Kevin Porter Jr. to the rim. Deceleration. The Clippers up 8. Second quarter, and look at these pesky Clippers. Jordan Miller to Mo Bamba, double-digit lead. A few minutes later, what is going on? The Clippers taking a 16-point lead. Clippers lead down to 9 late in the first half. There's Amir Coffey again, the Folger Soldier. This is the thing with this Thunder team. Just like the great teams, when you blink, the lead is gone. SGA, the step back 3, final seconds of the first half. J-Dub racing down the court, flipping it up, flipping it in. Now it's time for the Thunder's defense. Hartenstein, the Steel Hartenstein going coast to coast at Zubats. Thunder have taken the lead, and there is that man again. He is what I call a winning player, Hartenstein. It doesn't take them much to get going. SGA's time. A minute later, SGA poking it away, and he's got the fast break all to himself. This game completely flipped in this third quarter. Some MVP stuff from SGA. And then in the fourth, of course, they have to close it how they always do with their defense. Kenrich Williams forcing the turnover. Hartenstein, good night. How about this stat from Thunder Film Room? Top turnover differentials entering today. The Thunder are miles ahead of the second place team. SGA only needed 3 quarters tonight, a calm 29-8. That's 13 wins in a row, their longest streak since moving to Oklahoma City. And speaking of that streak, tomorrow night we have 9 games and the game of the day. The 9 wins in a row New York Knicks against the 13 wins in a row Oklahoma City Thunder. We also get Celtics and Rockets tomorrow night. Cleveland against Dallas should be a good one. Wemby against the Joker. To close it out, we get Memphis against Sacramento, who's won 2 in a row, and Atlanta against LeBron and the Lakers. Now as the night ends, I'm going to close the night as any great American would. Time to turn on that new Lil Baby album. I'll have my thoughts for you guys in tomorrow night's recap.